Hey,
Hello,
Alexandra!
Hi guys, it's so nice to talk to you today. And
Thank you for having us. Thank you so much.
congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations on your work in the #1 most watched show on Apple TV, Ted Lasso.
Are we number one? Oh, yeah, maybe
You
we're.
tell me, I don't know.
Trust me, you are. Now tell me, why do you think the show is so popular?
Who's going first?
I'll let you go first.
I think the show is very popular. It's just warm, and maybe I don't know about the writers and the production. They were kind of maybe aiming to soccer or football viewers, and actually, in the end, everyone can watch it. Child, old timers, young people in football or not, girls, boys in every country, and they have wonderful. What can I say that? Wonderful stories,
Yeah.
and it's not just about football. In the end, everyone kept what's best of it.
Yeah, I just feel like it as well. It came out at a time when I think the world needed a big warm hug, and this show came along in the form of a big warm hug, and everyone just fell in love with the characters in the show, and just it's just stuck ever since. And hopefully, we can carry on the big warm hugs throughout.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now tell me, how did each of you land your roles?
Well, I'll let you go first.
What does it mean, land your role?
How did you get your part?
How did I get it? No, you have to be cool with me because I'm not English speaker, but I have a traductor there. It's fine.
Yes.
I landed. I've auditioned for characters. I think they were still trying to build and one they can make of the crew. So I've been casted a little more before Charlie here as one of the footballers, and yeah. So I've been there, and I said, okay, I have a little French accent. I've played the character for Daniel Rojas, and before he was Unsupposed, or he was Jamie Todd. It was a big confusion, or not a confusion, but they were still trying to build the team. And I've been very lucky. They liked what I've done, and maybe they thought. So I really have to sing thanks my French team for winning the World Cup. And maybe they thought, okay, we might need a French guy because they were the French won the World Cup. So yeah, maybe this is how I got a part. How about you?
Yeah.
Did you have to show that you had any skills as a footballer?
Yes, and I didn't have any skills. So what I've done, I think I spent like 8 hours on the field, filming everything, and sometimes I got some stuff right, and I took the best part of it. And maybe they say, "Oh, hey, he's got skill. It's good." Maybe I got lucky sometimes, but on the set, luckily they're mainly British, so they're very good in football. They spend the time doing this. Maybe not at the Europe Cup, but I'm not going to talk about
sensitive
this.
topic.
And so I spent time with them on the field, practicing with all of them, and they had me improved on the set on Ted Lasso, first season, second season, on weekend, and now I think I'm good enough for acting as a footballer.
Yeah.
Your turn.
My turn.
How did you land the character?
Yeah, so my whole story to get in the part of Will was a bit of a weird one. It was a bit of a weird one. So I initially auditioned to play for a bellboy in the first season. It was like a couple of scenes. It's when they go up to Liverpool and they stay the night for the match against Everton. And so I did this in the casting room, and I was like, oh yeah, made them laugh, that's cool. And then I find out that they have offered me the part of Will instead. I was like, oh great, who is he? I have no idea. And I hadn't read any of the episodes prior to the episode 10, which I received because I came in at the last second. And so I came in as a fresh new face. And then I spoke to Jason, and he said, I loved your tape, and we wanted you for this part instead. And I was like, oh, what? That's okay. That's normal. And then come back for season 2. And season 2, everyone's back. Everyone's back at it. And yeah, it's just been a bit of a whirlwind. It's been crazy. But I mean, I'm not complaining, if I have to. But yeah, it's been great.
It's awesome to see all the regular members back for the second season. And now, speaking of Jason Sudeikis, tell me, what is he like? Is he like his character at all?
Yes, I'd say so. He's got the warm energy that everyone looks to when we're on set, and he's got such a presence about him as well. Like as soon as Jason walks on, people are right, okay, because at the end of the day, this is his show, and being part of that, we want to do our best for him as well, because I believe he said in an interview it's the closest thing he had to a tattoo, because it's so personal to his life as well, and we just want to be able to do the best that we can for that. And Hell, I hope so.
Yeah, so I think beside the fact of being professional and we got a work to do and it's our job, it really got this warm energy, like you said, and I'm not gonna say blah blah blah, but seriously polite. Hello everyone, how have you been? How's your weekend? You're great, you're in shape. Are you ready for this day? If you have any proposals, so it's always, they all are the writers, producers, directors, and open for suggestion, good or bad, and new ideas, new coming. And I think Jason and everyone kept this energy of open mind to create on set. Day before, with smiles, happiness, and laugh, and even sometimes there is it's not. There's ups and downs on set, the production, they must have problems. We all have problems, but we always put this aside. And Jason, I think, is showing a great example because he's the one who has to show it first. And then we just had to follow. So I think we've been extremely lucky.
To be and no one feels left out as well. For the actors, crew, and everyone feels all part of this family as well. Like what you see on screen is a family, but also there's a massive family behind as well. And what we love as well with like Brendan and Brett and Bill and Jason and all these people is that they literally let you embody these characters as well. If you have a suggestion as well for like a line or something, they'll let you just like throw it in there because at the end of the day, it's like it's a collaboration with everyone together, and it's
they give them trust to everyone actually, at least to try. Sometimes it's not that great, but everyone can try, and that's it. I think it's very good.
Yeah, that's cool. And who would you say is the funniest person on the set?
Is that excluding ourselves?
Yeah, it's difficult. Okay, we're gonna have lots of enemies answering this question. Jason.
Jason is funny. Jason, Brett, Brendan, all the writers.
We have to say Collar, otherwise it's gonna.
Collar will actually be the
because if we don't say that, he might punch us. So Collar is extremely funny. Everyone is funny.
Everyone is
Christo, Mo, Charlie here, Brendan. Everyone is funny. We're part of a comedy. Jeremy, Hannah is hilarious, Judo too, and everyone's funny.
Literally every single person is funny, and they have their own ways of being funny as well. It's not just like the same sort of comedy, which is why everyone integrates so well together. And
the new guys, David, you're gonna meet David is also.
David,
everyone is different kind of funny, and that's why we have a lot of fun on set. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, we don't have a proper name to tell you.
And what is the funniest thing that's ever happened on the set?
Oh my God, what a question. Every day is fun. Ted Lasso was very fun.
Ted Lasso was hilarious, yeah.
It was kind of surprising how we did bring it up, and it was hilarious. And this was very funny. Because, due to the pandemic, we have been extremely careful with the production. The COVID department separate each other, so we, not like the first season, we couldn't be part of scene that we're not part of, if I can make myself understandable. So we've been not locked, but being very careful to the contact. But Ted Lasso, everyone was here and feeling this moment with Jason. And for me, it was super fun.
There are some moments coming up as well that have people in hysterics, but don't want to give any spoilers away or anything. No, nothing of the sort. But what you'll see is, it's just this hilarious off screen as well. It's just so good.
Everyone's so excited that season 2 is finally starting to air. What's in store? I know you probably can't tell me that much, but what's in store especially for your two characters?
Okay. Well, Nate, as we saw in the first season, he got promoted to coach, and now I've filled his old spot of the new kitman. And let's just say Nate goes on a bit of a journey himself, a bit of like a ego trip almost, and he may take it out on people that he may not like as well, or may be jealous of, that they're doing really well in their roles of kitman with lovely scented lavender and pineapple in the water and stuff. But
okay, my turn. Well, my character is still the same. I think he's not making any effort to speak English. So he's still speaking a little more like this, and football is his thing. Maybe girls are his other things, and he doesn't really care about anything else. And it's just there is not a major update on my character yet. and so he's just following the crew, putting his head in the football, because we have a big stuff to do to get back in Premier League. So so mainly football focus for us professional on the field, and we're listening to Jason and the new coach. Sorry, not Nikki, Nathan, and so yeah, not a big improve of my English accent on the show, and even in personal, I feel.
Now, Ted Lasso has already been renewed for a third season. I know you were saying that you can talk to the writers and give them your ideas. What would you like to see happen with your characters in the third season? If you could, whisper in their ears and tell them what you'd like to see happen with them.
Oh, that's a good question. I'd like to just see a day in the life of Will, because I reckon it'd be so interesting, and could also be quite boring as well at the same time. I can't lie, but no, I just feel that'd be very intriguing, because Will, bless him, he reads into things a lot. He overthinks situations, and which provides him to do the best that he can at his job. But if he misreads someone and just like thinks that they're not liking him, he can just like go into his own head and almost explode. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the hell a day in the life of Will looks like. But who knows? What about you?
Well, I think it's just a very good idea. A day in the life of every character.
Yeah.
It can be fun. 20 minutes, 3 minutes, one episode, I don't know.
Yeah.
And discover many new stuff. And maybe we can propose things. But with the job that the writers have made of Ted Lasso right now, do whatever you want.
Yeah, literally. We'll sit back and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, that's it. We just propose stuff on their own ideas. Désormais, like to make it a little better if we have proposition. In my case, I'm lucky. There's Joe Kelly, is a very good French speaker. I think, if I'm not mistaken, is married to a French woman. So it's easier for me to propose things, because it's a very good French speaker, and he can write me down some lines. So I think it's very good. You should be a writer. Like a day in the life of every character.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Okay, so we'll call Jason when we have time. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go on a call with him.
Sounds good. And let's talk a little bit about your careers outside of Ted Lasso, if we have time, if you don't mind. Stephen, I know that you won a lot.
Stephen.
No, sure.
No, Stephen, right?
Well, Stephen, very good.
Okay, great. I know that you won a Los Angeles Actors Award for your starring role in the film Orchamps.
Very good.
Thank you.
Nice.
I'm wondering, I know that you said that your character isn't that interested in learning English, but are you more interested? Well, your English is really good, but would you be interested in doing more English language films and TV?
Oh, I would love to. To be perfectly honest with you, I fall in love with cinema thanks to Hollywood movies, the blockbusters. When I was young, that I always quote. Sometimes I say the same stuff, so I'm sorry for the guys who have been watching more interviews of mine, but thank you for being here. Harry Potter, definitely. So I really thought Hollywood would be a final goal, and I always have been scared, because I'm still learning, and I wasn't ready for international casting, and I didn't make it quite through in the French market. So Ted Lasso was my first international casting in English. So I got it. I'm very happy. And maybe after that, next step, trying into Hollywood. I got to practice my English a little more, or not, so I can sell a French accent. Can be nice too. And yes, so definitely US production, I really love them. If I don't have a lot of way to compare, but if they all are like Ted Lasso, as joyful, I don't think they can be like this.
No, I don't think they can. I think this is like once in a blue moon
but,
stuff.
But at least that's what I'm going to bring.
Yes.
And just joy, happiness, on time, professional. And I love to play drama. I love to play action stuff. Orchamps is an action movie. And I'll just practice to be on top for, I think, the best, which is Hollywood. What about you?
Oh, love it.
Well, Charlie, I know that you also star in the series Secret of Boys. And you have a new movie coming out that you've just completed. Can you tell me about the premise and your role in it?
So the movie was an independent film I did back in 2018 when I restarted acting again. And I think it's just still in the middle of production at the moment. But that was a really, really cool experience, because I started acting when I was young, when I was a young lad at 9 years old. And then I kind of stopped for education, to focus on my education and really just like weigh up options. But realistically, I knew that I wanted to do acting, which was a bit of a nosedive into the deep end. But you got to push through. You got to follow your dreams, haven't you? You got to go for it. And so back in 2018, started it back up. Got this film, which was really cool to be a part of. And then went on to Secret Life of Boys, which got nominated for an Emmy with Neil Reynolds, Jean Jury, written by Anthony Q. Farrell as well. And that's a children's comedy, and I play the character Robbie. And it's about him coming to find himself in the teenage years, just really, really trying to find who he is. And if he does or not in the show, I don't know. We'll have to find out. But yeah, no, I'm basically starting back up. And it's an exciting journey to be on at the moment, and can't wait for what's next.
Congrats, man.
Thank you, my friend.
And finally, one last question. You know how Danny Rojas always says, football is life. What is life for you two guys?
What is life? Oh,
we cannot say football.
We can't say football. Okay. That'd be trademark.
Acting
is life. Sushi. Sushi is life. I think I'd go for probably not on the same lines.
I think, of course, acting. If we can act every day, it's been so tough to get into acting. I think you've done it way younger than me, so acting for sure. Music for sure, and what funny stuff can I say like sushi?
You can
traveling.
There you go.
Traveling is life.
Traveling is life.
Last minute traveling. This is life, guys. Okay, do whatever you want, but Instagram stuff like
live
this,
in the moment.
Yes, get away from that. Even if you can get a trip just 100 kilometers away in a place you don't know, alone or with a good.
Spontaneity is life.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Spontaneity is life.
Super spontaneous.
That sounds better than sushi as well.
Okay,
sushi and spontaneity are life.
It's a good one. Yeah,
I love all of those. Those are great ones. Thank you so much for chatting with me today. You guys are so much fun to talk to, and wishing you all the success in your careers and in your life.
Thank you so much,
Alex. Thank you for the time. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Take care. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, or if you're returning and haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so now and click the like button underneath the video. Tap the notification bell if you want to make sure not to miss out on any new celebrity interviews.